Depression has become one of the most talked about and controversial topics, especially when it comes to the youth today. Every 9 out of 10 young people have experienced it. Some even deal with it through self-inflicted harm or even death. Today, teens are looking for a way out or a place where they can feel accepted. Some are even looking for their own life's purpose and calling. In this episode of Youth Matters, we'll be tackling the issue of depression and how we can deal with it in a positive way. Stay with us.
I was depressed and I was so sad. It was so hard for me to find the good in anything that I'd done. I was all alone and I didn't have anyone to turn to.
Hi, I'm Miles and I'm from YM Squad UK. I'm 17 years old, and as a typical teen growing up in the United Kingdom, we're bombarded with beauty standards and social standards from social media, the internet, and also on TV. It is normal to feel insecure and depressed and lonely because sometimes it's hard to find your real friends at a very young age. In high school, it's very hard to find people who you can truly trust and really depend on. I think for me, it was kind of hard to fit in any typical group that there was in my school, as I didn't really fit in with anyone.
Social media has changed my perception of the way I look at myself in the mirror. Social media has made me believe that I have to conform to the beauty standards that come alongside with it. More and more every day, it has almost become an addiction for me to look at social media and try and look the way it wants me to look like. As time passes, I realize it's just pure pressure, being pressured into doing things that weren't good for me and gaining feelings of insecurity. When I was introduced to online workshops to the YM Squad, I was scared at first because I didn't know what they wanted from me. But as I started into becoming more active and joining these online activities, it has surprised me and it has helped me to learn things that I have never been taught before, as well as looking at a new perception of life.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just a sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Ooh, oh, you say I am love when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short. But when I don't belong, oh, you say I'm yours. say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, oh, you say I'm yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe. Taking all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet. You have every failure, God. You have every victory. Ooh, oh. You say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, oh, you say I'm yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe, oh, I believe, yes, I believe what you say of me. I believe.
Hey YM Squad! I'm Sarah from Vancouver, Canada, and today we are out on the streets spreading some good vibes. While normally it's cold in Vancouver, we're taking advantage of the warm weather today to spread some happiness to other people. We're going to be giving out roses to random people on the streets and see their reactions. So as you can see, the cold weather really takes a lot out of people. But when you take the time out of your day to make someone feel better, it truly becomes a ripple effect and more good vibes will continue to spread. So there you have it from Vancouver, Canada. See you next time for more good vibes.
Did you know that pets are a good way of therapy? There is a saying that goes, the best therapist has fur and 4 legs.
Wow, that is so true.
Yes, for many people, this can become a stress reliever, an effective way to release tension. By sharing love to their pets, it becomes a way for people to show their love.
Let's watch this.
I'm Natalia from the YM Squad Brazil, and this is my dog Chewy. Chewy is very hyper sometimes, and he's very cute. And all the time that I'm stressed, he always relieves my stress because also he's very kind, and also he's a very jealous dog. He don't like other dogs. He like more persons, and he love attention. And Chewy also, he don't like when the people don't give attention to him and give to other dogs or cats that we have here in the house. But Chewy, he's very obedient and he's a very loyal dog. Actually, it's something from his brand that is a Shih Tzu. So he's very loyal to his owner and the people who's around him. So Chewy, want to say hi, Chewy?
My name is Gabby from the YM Squad of Southern California, USA, and this is my pet Randy. And what I love about Randy is that he's a fun, cute dog that loves to play and he likes to do tricks, and he's a stress reliever, you know. And I'll show you his tricks. Randy, sit. Randy, sit. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down, Randy. Randy, lay down. Sit and lay down. So, Randy, stand up, Randy. Ready? Sit. High five. High five. Lay down. Oh, he only knows lay down. I'm Gabby from the YM Squad, and this is Randy, and see you guys next time. Bye.
Hi, I'm Vince, and this is my dog Polka. I like my dog Polka because she's very playful and we always have fun. This is Vince from Youth Matters USA.
Hi, I'm Angelo from Youth Matters Squad Texas, and this is my pet Winter. So what makes me happy of having a pet is that they're lovable and they elevate my mood. And having a pet keeps me company and they keep me active. From Youth Matters Squad Texas, bye!
Interesting. I didn't know just how much having pets really help with anxiety and depression. You learn how to extend your care and love for them.
Exactly. So another way to relieve depression or stress is food. So let's watch this.
Hey YM Squad, tudo bem? Greetings from beautiful Brazil. Have you ever heard about churrasco? Well, it's about time to find out. Come with me as we take you inside the wonderful world of Brazilian barbecue. I'm here in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and here beef is world renowned. Today we are going to treat you to some of Brazil's best barbecue.
Here in Brazil, we always make sure that our beef is well cared for. With thousands of acres of rolling grazed land, Brazil has perfected the way of how to care for the most prized beef.
So now let's start our barbecue. We have our charcoal here, so let's put it into the barbecue. Put the fire starter in the middle and let this barbecue start firing.
1 hour later.
So while the grill is getting warmed up, let's go back to the kitchen and prepare some churrasco.
Then after it is cut into premium pieces, it is marinated in special spices for a period of 1 hour.
Put some salt on it. Make sure to put salt on both sides. And then let
and marinate it for 1 hour. It is then roasted and barbecued on an open grill for about 20 minutes where it is perfectly brown and grilled. Okay, so now that we got our Tarascos, we'll now be cutting it to pieces. Look at that tender, juicy piece.
You know, it's done. It's good.
Then comes our favorite part. We finally get to taste our prized churrasco.
Wow, my mouth was watering while watching that. I will really try Brazilian barbecue one of these days. Oh, alright, we have an email. It reads, "Hello YM Squad, I am Jerome Mabada from Canada, and I have been watching all the episodes of Youth Matters. Let's watch this."
I am Jerome Mabada from Calgary, Alberta, and I have been watching all the episodes of Youth Matter, and it has helped me realize a lot of things about my life. I want to share my story and how playing instrument and music has helped me in reliving my feelings of depression. Music has changed my whole life, even changed the way I think and work. It helped me express how I feel inside. It helped relieve a lot of feelings of anxiety and depression.
Wow, that was great! Music is the language of the soul set free. And yes, this is true for Jerome's case. Now, I want to start learning how to play piano too.
We're back here on Youth Matters, and today we're talking about depression. According to 2019 newspaper report, 3.3 million people suffer from depression with the following as the reasons. Purpose. Lack of sense of purpose in life. Social media and technology. Disconnectedness and deteriorating relationships brought about by social media and technology. Attention from parents. Parents' lack of quality time with children at home, or one of them works abroad. Stress. Due to school life, family problems, friends, work, etc. And bullying. Online and in their social circles.
The signs and symptoms of depression. If a person is depressed, he is troubled within. If you are not spiritually well, that means you are troubled within your spirit. That is why everywhere you go, there is tension, stress, and trouble. That depression exudes from within and affects the people surrounding you.
Depressions are like typhoons. Typhoons are first created by an intertropical convergence zone, or ITCZ, where a cold air mass meets warm air mass. Then it creates a depression because of these forces and imbalances, and consequently becomes a typhoon. It becomes an LPA, or low pressure area. Depression is similar to this. It is likened unto a typhoon. It becomes a low depression area. So when you are depressed, there are times when you cannot feel the presence of God anymore. So you long for Him. You thirst for Him. Just like King David. King David experienced this. According to Psalm chapter 42, verses 1 to 2. As the hart panteth after the water brooks, so panteth my soul after thee, O God. My soul thirsteth for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God?
King David knew depression, and the book of Psalms gives us a clue on how he handled it. When we experience depression, first, we have to admit it. Psalms chapter 42 verse 4 to 5 says, "When I remember these things, I pour out my soul in me. For I had gone with the multitude. I went with them to the house of God, with a voice of joy and praise, with the multitude that kept holiday. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted in me? Hope in God, for I shall yet praise Him for the help of His countenance." David dealt with these feelings and remembered the days when God was with him, comforting him always. Psalms 42 verse 9 says, I will say unto God, my rock, why hast thou forgotten me? Why go I mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? Depression is not God's will. Do not forget that anything that takes away your joy and peace is not of the will of the Father. The devil came forth to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But the Son of God came to bring life, life more abundantly.
Remember, depression is the devil's work. That is the spirit of Satan loosed for the devil that brings death, sorrow, discontent, jealousy, greed, selfishness, and everything negative. That is why there is an increase in the number of suicide victims, especially among the youth in industrialized nations, such as the United States of America and Japan. You see them all around, walking on the streets, looking so down, stressed, problematic, and have zero spiritual life. You hear about them in the news, hurting themselves, using a knife or gun just to cope or to escape their depression.
So let's talk about how to deal with depression. Number 1, stay in touch with positive people. Have you heard the term, tell me who your friends are and I will tell you who you are? Do not go to social media and air out the feelings that you are lonely, sad, and then withdraw from social life. Instead, stay in touch with those who can help spiritually.
Number 2, be active. Do some physical exercise and look for events where you can hone your skills and talents, like the Keepers Club International in your nearest high school, college, and universities, where you can learn music and play sports, promoting the protection of the environment through youth activities, lessons, gatherings, games, and fellowship about what is good and what is right. You can be involved with the planning of how to improve your school performance and most of all, how to become closer to God.
Number 3, put your hope in God. He said, ask and it shall be given unto you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be open unto you. Matthew 11:28 verse 30. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavily laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. When you do this, the problem is no longer yours but God's. That is how we unload our stress and depression, which comes from unfulfilled desires. The Father Almighty wants to bless each one of us and wants us to somehow have one miracle in our lives that we can testify about. It might be a disease in the body that it can be healed. It might be a financial problem that was met by the divine intervention of the Almighty Father, or a distressing problem regarding relationships or any other oppressing problems that only you know. When a miracle will take place and a solution is found, depression will be gone.
Find true love in God. Do not rely on the eros and filial kind of love. Eros is the love between a boyfriend or girlfriend or husband and wife. And the filial love is the love you show towards your family and relatives. So when you rely on these two kinds of love, remember, sometimes and many times people disappoint you and they can break your heart. Never rely on them or else you would never be able to get out from that kind of depression. Rely only on the divine agape love of the mighty Father. He will support you. He loves you forever.
So, in times of frustration, remember that God is your Heavenly Father. He will always be there for you, especially when no one else is, because you are His child. He loves you. This ends another episode of Youth Matters. So, see you next time. Don't forget, Young Lives Matter.
Learn more about the Father's will by listening to the message of the appointed Son of God, Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy.